What is up YouTube, and welcome back to Star Trek New Horizons. We are playing as the Romulans and you are with me, Cornish Ratbeard. Glad to have you. So in the last episode the Klingons did declare war on us. I thought it was a good time to do it, and I guess they think it's a good time for us to die. But hopefully our defense sisters are going to come to the rescue and yeah, make a blockade up here with the star bases along with the fleets and see if we can hold them back until the rest of the fleets can come back and just take care of the Klingon fleet. The Husnock, hopefully they're going to jump in and help us, or maybe distract them as long as we can. But before we get going, I'd like to take a look at the ship designer, guys, and we're going to take a look at the cruiser here. This is the first one that I want to do. So let's just get rid of everything for a second here. I like to start from scratch. We keep all this because that's fine. So we are going to be keeping it as that because it's the only thing we can do. As it's a mod, they want it to be that specific cruiser. I guess it's the Shriek cruiser. Birds make the shrieking noises, I guess. So we're going to have a look. What do we want to do with it? I'm thinking that we want to have a fleet of these for Brianna. Now, yes, Cowboy, you did say that you wanted to come back as an admiral, and that is definitely happening. And you wanted to have a fleet of these, and that gave me the idea. Let's give it to Brianna, Admiral Brianna, because of her strike craft. Let me just show you, if you didn't know already. She has a cool little trait here, look, Squadron Leader, and it gives her strike crafts damage plus 25 and the attack speed plus 15. So it makes perfect sense for her to eventually have pretty much a fleet of those, as well as a couple of Interceptors and Bird of Prey to go along with it. But we could probably get rid of this Warbird here. So let's make a speedy cruiser, just like Zillaria did mention in the comments as well. So let's go back to ship designer and let's try to do that. So she's going to be getting in there quite quickly, I think, amongst the action, so I'm not too worried about the range. So let's try to go for more powerful like this one, but less range. So I am going to look at the average damage here and what it does. So shield damage, that's hull damage, but it's shorter range, that's fine. Hull damage and armor penetration and hull damage here, range. This one here, the plasma disruptor beam, I quite like that. It's got a good damage, it's got a good range because we're going to be in there quite quickly. A good cooldown actually at 5 seconds there. Well, actually it's quite long compared to the other ones here. We've got to think about that. We want to be striking hard and fast. So let's have a look. We've got average damage here. The cooldown is still 5 seconds. I don't like these, although it does good with the shields. We could mix and match a little bit, I guess. I mean, range 40, we got range 20, a range 40 hull damage. And then we want to get through the armor as well. Armor penetration and hull. This one's quite nice. We got to have one of these in here, I think. So let's go with 2 of those and then maybe the shields. We could try to take the shields out at a little bit of a longer range before we get there. So let's try that. And then let's go to the blue here. We can have 1 blue. Yeah, that's good. We could go for... Let's have a look, see what they do. Hull damage. A lot of hull damage there. Range 60. Range 140 here. Average damage isn't too much different. Armor penetration and hull damage, which I do like. Yeah, we'll go for one of these big boys, I think. And the purple ones, the phase torpedoes, always the winners for me. And this is the big one here, guys. These are the basically the strike craft. We're going to go for these ones, I think. Damage 5 to 25. Ooh, 12 to 48 though. Average damage 75. Average damage here is 187. They're doing a lot more. Speed's a lot quicker here as well. The evasion is better. The armor's better. Everything's better. I think these are the ones. Definitely. Tactical quarters. Yeah. Out of these two, I guess that's going to be it. I think there's no other way of getting any more strike craft on board, is there? Troop transports and tactical. No, we'll go for tactical then. I think that's going to be the way forward. And I want to go for some spatial shield refractors here and the structural integrity field. I think that's a good one with the ship hull points as well. Yeah. This one here, I think we're okay for power just a bit. We seem to have a very good warp core here. let's see what we can get. Probably the EPS manifold, because that always ups your weapon damage, and you can't go wrong with that, can you? And then here we're going to get the impulse afterburner. Get that speed up. That would be nice. They're never going to get there before the bird of prey, but they're not going to be far behind. And nothing else gives me any more blue slots here, so I can't really avoid it. And this one, secondary bridge. Probably, yeah, it's got to be. As for this lot, yes, just make sure it's all the best, I think. And we want the multiphasic cloaking. I just think that's really good. And this one is going to be called the Brianna class Shriek Cruiser 2. That's going to be awesome, right, guys? So moving up the list here, I want to have a look at the battleship. That's already been looked at, but if anybody would like their name as the class, then let me know. We have the shuttles here. I have taken a look at those ones, but we're going to be using this one anyway, so that's the one that I've taken care of. Let's move up to the Starbird. Now, the Starbird I have adjusted and made it how I want it to be. It's pretty good. I don't know if we're going to be using it much. Do let me know if it's, you know, useful in any way. Let's move on up a little bit more, and we have the Zillaria class Warbird 5. I did name that after one of the viewers here for giving me so much help that I feel that we should rename the Warbird after her. And it does give us a whopping amount of damage here, guys. It is our best ship. I've even increased the impulse afterburners here to make it even quicker. It's so deadly with the damage and the shields and all the rest of it. It's even now got the speed, so it's a deadly Warbird, and anybody would be proud to have one of these, or maybe 5 within their fleet. Moving up, we have the Interceptor here. So we have the refit 2, and that is because I have put in, I think, these masked stealth hulls here just to make it more evasive, because they're so quick as they're interceptors that they're going to be in battle basically before anyone else. So I've decided to make this so it takes out as much of the shield as possible. So then my bird of prey torpedo class, which I've changed now again, will be able to fire off all their torpedoes and cause as much hull damage and armor penetration as possible. They've also got the mass stealth hulls as well to make that evasion pop, but they're not as quick as those interceptors. They get there quick, and I want those shields gone. Okay, so yeah, they're looking quite good. So what we want to try to do here, guys, is go to Brianna's fleet straight away, and we want to put in some of those cruisers here. So there we go. We want to probably try to hit 5, and then maybe just concentrate. We could probably get rid of this Warbird as soon as we can, as soon as it's been either destroyed or we have time because we're not in war. So how much is that going to cost? 6,000. I think I want to hit that up straight away. Try and get them made and sent down to Brianna as quickly as possible, basically. So yeah, we have 3 of these cruisers being made for Brianna's fleet here, and that will really bump it up. They're going to be really nice, especially with her trait here, the squadron leader. So we also have, I think we have Zillaria en route, so that's going to be good. We're going to try to hold these star bases as much as possible. So let's pop over to leaders here, guys. So please welcome General Farid. You're going to be the next one in line here for any of our other generals. Should fall, you will be taking their place. We also have Admiral Cowboy Jr. So he's a bit of a pilot. He was a bit of an ace in his training. He is obviously the late General Cowboy's son, and hopefully he's going to make a name for himself just like his father did, and what a legend he was. So welcome to the team. You are now an admiral, and we are going to be giving you a pretty decent fleet. It's not going to be a fleet of cruisers, because that was basically the idea I've stolen from you for Brianna, because it makes sense, right, because of the trait. But you will be having a very decent fleet, don't you worry, my man. And your traits here are not too shabby. You have ship weapons range 20%, so I kind of really want to lean towards an artillery fleet with you. And of course you are aggressive, which gives you a fire rate of +5 and quite speedy as well. So you know, you're a bit of a mixture, but we'll see what we can do with you. We're going to give you the best of the best, along with Grand Admiral Hall, along with all of you guys actually, except for the defense fleets here, which are kind of custom made. You know, they're custom made. But yeah, we have a great bunch of guys here now. A great bunch of viewers all coming together. It's looking really, really good. We also, I'm not sure if I mentioned in the last episode, but we also have an engineer here called Engineer Mackenzie. And yeah, I've changed the name for you. So congratulations to one of the viewers' daughters for making it in to a university or college, or they're going to be studying mechanical engineering anyway. So I think that's really, really cool and definitely deserves a spot as our head engineer. So you are a spark of genius and Tal Shiar operative, which gives you an extra 5%. An absolute beast of scientist, if I may say so myself. So anyway, guys, let's try to make sure we're all okay. What's going on? We have the Home Guard coming. We have the Third Fleet. Well, I'm not sure what the Third Fleet are doing. I'm going to try to keep one fleet around here, if I'm honest. I'm going to bring back Admiral Hall, Grand Admiral Hall, indeed. So we need to get you back quickly and really not engage too much battle. Try to get you down to the Klingon borders here as quickly as possible. So make your way over there, please. And what route will you be taking for that? That's fine. And the other two, I think we should be okay. Or we have Oki coming down. We have you just coming back. What are you coming back for? Maybe to get repaired or something? And the first attack, that's Phillip Hall, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, just double checking all of this. I'm going to keep you around this area just to make sure everything's okay. The two troop transports as well, you might as well stick around because we've taken this, haven't we? We might keep David around here just to pick up some loose systems. And let's bring back Rufus. I think I'm going to need Rufus. He's a level 5 beast and yeah, he's going to be needed. Let's bring him back there just to be safe. Alright, so this is it, I guess, guys. I'm not going to engage. I'm not going to, like, attack them. I'm going to wait to counter the good old classic Romulan tactic and see what happens. So I've push play, and I guess we just crack on from here. I know that was quite a long intro there, but we got some ship designs done and showed you some other cool things at the same time. Just checking some of the planets here now. But while it's running,
destroying a hostile station.
Oh, that'll be over this side on that wall. I think we might be okay over here. I will double check everything though.
Enemies of the Empire.
I mean, we have lots of allies over here doing their thing, so I think it should be okay. But yeah, decent things happening here in the ship designer. Let me know if there's anything else we should be doing as well.
Imperial fleets are destroying a
but this is pretty decent. I mean, it's not as strong as some of the other ships, but it's going to be pretty cool. This is basically just for Brianna. That's why it's the Brianna class. She's the only one that's basically going to be having these. In my other fleets, my ideal fleet would probably be, you know, Warbirds. I don't know, what would we say? A couple of Warbirds, maybe. A couple of battleships. I don't know, maybe, yeah, maybe 5 Warbirds, like 3 battleships. Maybe some Interceptors and Bird of Preys, something like that. What would your ideal fleet be, guys? Let me know. Looking at this here, Fleet Manager, you know, what would you like to see in a fleet? If you could have a bit of a mix, a bit of a balance, not just one ship, because we could just say, like, I don't know, 10 Warbird 5s and dominate everything, but I like to have a bit of a mix and kind of role play with the Bird of Preys there, you know, watching the flanks and things like that. What would you go for? Let me know. And we'll make that fleet. We'll make that fleet. In fact, we'll make that fleet for Cowboy. Yeah? For Admiral Cowboy Jr. Let me know.
Construction project complete.
Alright, so what's going on? First fleet here. We have detected a fleet. You're going off. Is that a 62k? It's a 90k. Oh, wow. Okay. Good luck, Husnok. There's a 90k fleet there, guys. We've got a 73k fleet coming up. Ooh, this is crazy. We've got an 84k plus a really strong starbase, I believe. 155k starbase, man. Oh. And it's only getting stronger. Look at this. Yeah, they're not going to break any of these lines. Hopefully that's quite strong as well, because if I was them, they might actually go through Federation space and come up through here. But look at this. We've got some decent star bases here as well. 159k, and it would hold long enough for one of the defense fleets to get over there, surely. Fleet detected, 73k. Alright, let me just pause it for a second. What have we got going on here, guys? Army damage could be a good one, you know. Maybe we could do the commercial. Try and get up this stuff here. Yeah, you know what, I will. Right, reinforcements in transit. Hopefully that's going to Brianna. I don't think it was actually. I think that's a battleship going to Admiral Phillips, Grand Admiral Phillip. Speaking of, we've got to keep an eye on things. I have to pause at the same time, alright, because I've got a war going on over there and I've got a war going on over here. So we're going to have to be careful. 67k and you are Sula. Yeah, you know, you got a good range on you. Who's taking who here? There's Zenkefi and Ferengi. So the Ferengi are doing okay. And 19k Zenkefi, 27k Zenkefi. It's pretty decent, really. Some decent wars going on here. Looks like the Ferengi are all but wiped out now. Partly occupied by the Breen here. We could go and help out there, guys. So why don't we try David here, General David Alaric, and let's pop over here and see if we can take this system for them. We're going to help out where we can, you know. Yep. We're going to help out where we can. So I'm going to schedule them to do that straight away. So I don't forget. A bit of experience and a bit of fun. So land armies there, please. Alright. Oh, cool. So let's go back over here. I don't really need to get my fleet involved too much over here. That's the thing. I want to. Maybe we could try and get some of these systems back. Alright, let's pop over here. We got a 60k fleet here versus this 16k. And at the end of the day, guys, it's just maths. We got much higher numbers, then we're going to win, I think. That's not always the case. If you've got like 20k versus an 18k and they've got better spec weapons, you're doomed. But I mean, 60k versus like an 18, I don't think it really matters about the spec. Alright, so what are you doing? You're here now. Boki. 119k fleet. What are you rocking? You got Starbirds here, haven't you? Some Warbirds. Interceptors. You haven't got much. Let's have a look. Have you got... Okay. Let's add some designs. I mean, you could have the new bird of prey, you know. Let's get like 15 of you. Yeah, that works out nice. You can get a load of bird of preys. Quite like that. I might do that in just a mo. The first attack fleet is Grand Admiral Phillip. And what are you rocking? Interceptors. You got a battleship, but I think that's on its way. You should get that pretty soon. That's our first battleship, by the way, guys. What's going on over here? Okay, so we've received a transmission on a Tal Shiar channel. Yeah, and, says the captain, sir, there are orders for you to attend an investigation into your conduct. I think we've seen this one before, haven't we? Please, sir, this way. Yeah, they do. Oh, no, look. One says, as Captain David Alaric is led to the turbo lift at disruptor point. This is preposterous. Oh, no. Not our General David Alaric. They're calling it Captain, but... let's see what's happened here. This is not good. Days later, Captain David Alaric awakens, gasping for breath. The Tal Shiar colonel turns and says, this will be over if you just tell me the name of the traitor in the continuing committee who contacted you. There are 5 lights! Oh, you've got that trait with the leader experience gain, I think. You do. Let's have a look. Hang on, let me just pause, because this is really funny. We can't do much for your fleet at the moment, Grand Admiral. I'm sorry, but until you lose things, I can't really do a lot for you. And I want you to have that battleship because it's really cool. And I want to see it in action. Oh, it's being built here. It's being built. So yeah, let's go back over here. What's happening? You're like on your way to a battle when that happens. Yeah, look. Arrested development. I'm really sorry about that, but what can I say, man? This is like a sandbox game. It just does what it does. It's really cool. Right, science ship. Can you go anywhere? No, you can't. So come up here and do some research, please. All right, how are we doing? Where are you going? I can't see which route you're going to. Oh, wow. Okay, you're taking on Zillaria. 73k fleet versus all of this. Yeah, why are you doing that? What are you set to? Passive. I want to keep you on passive because I want the starbase to engage as well. So the Klingons are coming at us.
Imperial
Let's
Starbase
just
destroyed.
pause it again. Capacity boosters. Commercial again. Generals cost a bit less. Well, the amount of generals we're going through could be good. But no, I'm going to go for these capacity boosters because it might lead into something better. Right, okay, here are the Klingons. Hopefully all is well. Yeah, I mean, what are they even thinking? 110k fleet here. Oh, they've just whooped them. I don't think the Klingons are going to be much of a problem here, guys. Did you just get some reinforcements or something? Because you weren't that, like, powerful a minute ago. You're a defense fleet. What have you got? Lots of the new bird of prey, I guess. Torpedo class as well coming in now. I did set that. Interceptors, and you have the Warbird. You're pretty powerful. I might upgrade
Attacking
you.
hostile fleet.
I don't want these bird of preys anymore, so let's get rid of those. Let's do that then. Let's get some torpedo class bird of preys in there. Right, the Krenim declare war on the Brunali. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Right, all is well there, I think, guys. We have some allies coming down. It's probably the Zenkefi, is it, up here? The Zinti, sorry, not Zenkefi. That's fine. We are engaged up here, so that's cool. That's happening, that's a thing. About to take that system for the Breen. There we go. Oh, it's this one, isn't it? Yeah, look. General Alaric is on it, no problem. We are having some fights here. I think we're retaking a few systems. Is that right? Let's try to take some of these
Our
here.
cohorts secured a planet.
No, nice one. You've done that. And just checking over here. Just going to let the Klingons run riot all over the Snock. Now, yeah, somebody did ask me, what are we doing with this territory? Well, I don't know. I mean, we're at war with them. But I haven't got anything scheduled here. I don't even know if I've got anything scheduled for a claim. Yeah, we have this. But we can't claim anything else anyway, so that's fine. I'm not really... I don't want any of their land. So to answer that question, guys, I don't want any of it. I either want to vassalize them, or the Husnot can have it all, because I don't want to get any bigger. I'm quite happy with what we have. So yeah, you know, preferably vassalizing them would be great. But, you know, if we don't, we don't. It's fine. If they just somehow snag the lot because they've claimed it all, then so be it. It'll be fine. It will be fine. What do we have here? 19k. Okay. Cool. Everything okay over here? What's coming? I've got to keep an eye out on things because you just never know. I don't want to lose fleets.
Scientific breakthrough.
We've got quite a lot of science done, so that's okay. I don't think we're quite ready to move into the Klingon territory just yet. Leader lifespan, I do like to go for this one because it just keeps you guys alive. Well, that does. I don't, do I? It's quite funny though. Army health. There's some decent weapons here though. Transphasic torpedoes. They do look good. I mean, shield penetration, the armor penetration, and the hull damage. That is nice. You do have a generator here. And structural integrity field. That'd be quite good. Or we could go for the new stealth thruster. Should we have the new stealth thruster? I think we should. Let's go for that. Commercial pack. Should we check out the Borg? What are they up to? What's everybody up to up here?
Your
How are we doing?
species
You're equivalent
so
to us. We are powerful now, though. The Dominion, superior, of course. This is going to be a good battle. What's this? What is this? Free migration.
We've sighted.
Yes, I enable free migration. I don't mind this within our coalition only. So I will say yes if, you know, people want to do that, then cool. And it says that it's been succeeded. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I'm sure we already had that one anyway. Didn't we? Right, let's keep an eye out. We do have fleets inbound, 43k. We have a 13k. I'm going to want to get on top of that. I think if we jump you here, there might not be any other way through unless you come around that way. So we have Grand Admiral Phillip is pulling up. He has been on maximum warp to try and counteract this attack. I'm going to be putting him here. He's going to be the offensive one, along with probably Boki. The defense fleet is going to hang back here, I think. But if Boki could come down this way and maybe park up here, we might be able to see what we can do about pushing back the Klingons. I don't think there's going to be much in them, if I'm honest.
What?
They're pathetic now, so yeah, I think they're pretty much done already. When they threw that 80-odd K fleet at us, it was like, you shouldn't have done that, guys. Honestly, should not have done that. Alright, so the Grand Admiral is getting into position, and he's going to be obviously taking out this system here now as we speak, so let's watch him do that. It won't be hard. Just going to whip those away. There we go. So that's going to be ours now. And we're going to kind of just like hang around here for a moment. A little 50k fleet, but there's not a lot that they can do about it. What do we got here? Well, we have an envoy that's died at the ripe age of 206. Not bad. So it looks like we have a Shriek, does it? A cruiser that's going, or could be one of the Bird of Preys actually. So who knows? But that looks like it's hooking up with Brianna's fleet here. It is, oh, it is a cruiser. So nice. It's one of the cruisers. It's going to be cool. So let's go to commercial here. And let's go for the... maybe the new disruptor. Let's go with that disruptor.
Spaceport under attack.
Hang on a minute. There's another thing down here. What's this? What's going on? Why is there 3? The Sheliak and the Breen. The Sheliak and the Breen? The Sheliak. Okay. Did the Breen free migration? Yes. Okay. So it looks like we're at war with the Breen. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. So they're all red. So the Breen must have gone to war against the... the Sheliak must have declared war on the Breen because we didn't get a vote.
So that's what's happened. My precious time.
Yeah, so offensive. It's an offensive war. So it looks like the Sheliak here have declared war on the Breen. At the same time, they're at war down here. So that's interesting. Do you think this is like a galaxy world war? Well, not a world war, but a galaxy war. You know, world wars, World War II, World War One. This is a galaxy war, isn't it? Because, wow. I mean, let's just take a minute here. So we have a war going on with the Klingons, which is dragged in the Husnok, the obviously all of our vassals here, Zinti, the Medusans. And then we have a war over this side here, which is pretty big actually, which is between these 3 here. The Sheliak now have got involved. I'm just waiting for the Federation to say enough is enough, and they're just going to step in and go for
challenge
it.
Your preconceptions, still, or they will challenge you.
They're pretty big. And we're going to have to deal with those pretty soon. Just like Governor Dwight has said in the comments section, you know, they're only going to get bigger and stronger, Cornish. So maybe we deal with them soon. Because we're going to have to like deal with the Dominion pretty soon as well. And they're pretty scary. Who is at war with who here? Let's have a look.
We are the Borg.
Okay, so the Borg are at war here with a couple of... the Brunali and the Norcadian and the... okay, Laridians and the Terai. Interesting. What about the Dominion? Oh, they got a couple of wars going on here. The Krenim down there. And these guys here are at war with those next door. And I think that's them over here. Yeah. So they're at war with them. I mean, if they was to take that as well, they'd be creeping down to Breen territory, wouldn't they? And that's part of our own little NATO here. Part of our coalition. And that way I'm not too bothered about. They're only getting closer to the Borg. So the big powers we got to take care of here, guys, is the United Federation of Planets, the Borg, and the Dominion. And I'd love to get all of those done. The Breen, yes, come on over, because it's going to help with our worlds. We'll be able to settle more within our territory. But unfortunately, we can't do the Demon classes yet. Not unless, I believe, one of the only ones that can is like the Folians and stuff. Is that right? Oh, to disable free migration succeeded. Alright, so, okay. They can't make their mind up. Anyway, we are losing energy credits here. Let's take a look at our buildings. We have an upgrade that's available. Let's do that. We're going to need to look at more... what can we do here? Deuterium's a problem. Dilithium. Ooh, it's taking a hit again. What is going on? Industry. We want... as many of the other ones, what they call commercials, really. Let's have a look. We got hunting outposts and things that could be changed, I guess. It's good to have food, but could be better to... Nah, I won't replace them. No, I'll keep that as a hunting outpost. This is a hunting outpost as well. I guess we should keep hunting outposts as hunting outposts. Let's see if we can find somewhere that's got a decent amount of these. But we can't really upgrade them anyway, guys. What we need to do is look at edicts. Did we do that? We did, didn't we? Everything's done with the edicts. Can't add to that. Looks like we're going to have to rely on the new colonies here. Fledgling colonies to build more power stations. So I guess, I mean, if we look up here, we got Persian, we got one. Other things we can put down are the Persian ones would be good, but we haven't got any Persian to do it with. So you know those power stations that make them unhappy? Where are they? I'm sure that you can get some of those. Fusion reactors, we'll get some of those in now, but do you know what I mean? It says like, it has them here. I can't remember what they're called, but they usually, these ones here, look. They're pretty good because they produce 25 and they do take a hit in other things, but I'd be happy to use them right now if we could, but we can't. We need an upgrade. So let's do the fusion reactors and work our way up for a second. This has got to be done, I'm afraid. It's got to be done. So let's have a look to see if we can put one down here, for example. Yeah, these. So I'm going to have to take the hit here and do it on some of these planets. Oh, let's do some of this, actually. How much cordrazine do we have? Quite a lot. I was going to do it on the lower planets, wasn't I? If we get any upgrades for these hospitals here, I'll do that. But not the big ones that are already big. You've got the power station going there. You don't here, but let's put one in. Yeah, they're not ideal, but they're do for now. Look, I've got one here. Let's just have another look up here. We could put one here. Yeah, we can do that hospital. That's what I was talking about. Maybe the academy as well. A couple of academies, actually. And let's put that one there. That might help us out a little bit. Let's carry on. So do we push forward with our Grand Admiral? I think we should. I mean, who's this? The Husnok. They're kind of moving forward. We could really just sort the Klingons out once and for all. I tell you what, once they go for a peace out, I'm going to subjugate them. So what we could actually do is status quo with them as soon as possible, which is pretty soon, and then wait the whatever years and maybe go for the subjugation. But by that point, they'd be strong again, wouldn't they? Now, I think we need to carry on and really hurt them. We have an encounter. Haven't we met everybody yet? You carry on doing the spy network. You're representing. Is he improving relations with the Fendermark? We don't really need that now, do we? So yeah, go with that. And let's have a go at sabotaging for now.
Our presence would indicate that diplomacy has failed.
Espionage.
Is this correct?
Okay, our governors develop new skills. Sabotage a starbase, maybe. What can we do? We could extort favors. Should we do that? Gain at least one favor from United Federation of Planets. Could that be interesting to have one of those? Or we could spark a diplomatic incident, actually. Let's try that. Need to be careful with the energy at the moment. Is it possible to maybe do a little bit on the Borg? We seem to have a really good spy network here.
Emotion. It is one of your many
maybe go for a leader.
But you should not think of us as your enemy.
Okay, nice. And I'll keep my energy for now, I think, the rest of it. Right, let's move Phillip down then. Let's get him over, maybe down to Quanos. Could that be a wise move? Phillip would like to take Quanos. How strong is the starbase? Not strong at all. This could be good. You would get Kuvat first. 66k. I want Phillip to go straight down here and then across to there. Is that doable? It is doable. I like it. Oki, we're going to have to bring you in, I think, my man. Have you lost anything yet here? Let me see. Intelligence oversight. Target the Borg. Let's go for high intensity. Battleship. The battleship. Is this for Boki? No, this is for This is for our main man. Why have you not got it yet? Is it on the way? What's going on there? You should have received this. Has it been lost in transit? Is it somewhere down here? Let's have a look. Yeah, it is. Okay. We need to get them hooked up now. What is it? Is it here? The battleship is there. Where are you? Right, so you just stand by. Just wait there for a minute in Federation space. They won't mind. You need to make your way down there. And what are you? You are... Okay, you're the cruiser. And you haven't actually hooked up yet with the home guard. Is it this one? Yeah. You can't. Oh, that's annoying. Why not? Is it... We're not upgrading. That's usually a thing. What's the problem here? You should definitely be able to do that. Yeah. Why wouldn't you? That is weird. Quite annoying. Because I need you. Have you already got one in there? You have. You've got two. Oh, do you already have two there? Oh, okay. Yeah, you do. And no, that should be fine. Because if you go down to 2, look, it gives you this command limit. So then I could buy another one. So what's wrong with just putting the one I have there? Super annoying. Merge. Merging these fleets would create a fleet that is over our command limit. So maybe it doesn't. Maybe you can only have the 2 then. It was annoying. Okay, well you can just stick around there because hopefully the aura might... I don't know, because you're not in the fleet. It wouldn't really work. We're definitely going to sort that out. Right, well anyway. We just have to leave you there for a second. And we're going to... We're moving that down there. And the 3rd fleet, you need checking, don't you? 17k, you're on 67. Try and get a few more of these systems back. Maybe we should help out the Breen here. And pop up to the Shellyak with Sula. That could be a good idea. So after that, let's go up here. Quite far, but yeah, let's send you up there. Let's have a look at you. Oki, the 2nd attack fleet. You could do with some bird of prey, torpedo classes, 6k. Yeah, let's get you fully maxed out. Alright, and what do we got here? Let's nab some for a closer investigation. Yeah, why not? Let's nab them. Borders have been closed, so the sonar... Is the sonar still a thing? Where are the sonar? Are they like literally in here? Oh, the Klingons are still at war with them, aren't they? Squeaky clean. Unfortunate. Our agents in the Federation of Planets bring ill tidings. Unfortunate. We didn't get to do the diplomatic incident here. So, damn it. Fleet command... fleet combat here. That's fine. Third attack fleet is in combat right now. That's fine. You're taking out some of the outposts. Yeah, we're going to have to work out what to do with this. Envoy assassination. We could kill the one from the Prelor or the Ferengi or the Klingons. Let's do a revised list. Let's do the Betazoid. Why not? Who's this? Romulan Star Empire. It's time for Weijao to consider new career options. Now let's remain in active service. I like to be I like him to keep going, you know. Let's go to leaders. Who was that anyway? Was that a governor? Yeah, it was Governor Weijao here. Yeah, absolute beast. You've got to keep going, even though you're not being utilized right now. Who are our governors? Let's have a look. We haven't looked at those for quite some time. Well, the one up here is Bardic Nerd, and he is in control of everything. Might need a change of leadership, if I'm honest. Maybe we could do that. Who do we have here? Dwight. I might promote Dwight. Could be possible, but let's have a look, see what we got. Lady Jade down there. I mean, there are better ones, like this one that we had here. Weijao. I mean, look at this. Influence, shipbuild. Although this is not really, this is more like an admiral type one. Not really. What were we using? Who was we using? The ones that are in government right now are pretty decent anyway. So yeah, I'm going to keep it as it. Well, we could use Weijao for a bit. Why not? Let's use them. Right, interrogate the hostages now. What does this do? Extremely displeased. And our fleets in the territory have fled to avoid the reprisals. Yeah, interrogate the hostages. Who do we have here then, guys?
Empire has established communications.
He didn't say who it was, but did you guys catch that? Right, we've got unemployment here as well. Intelligence Oversight Committee, excellent. There was no evidence, and we have successfully eliminated a Borg collective sector. We have eliminated 3 of 7. Okay, excellent. We have a bit of unemployment here, so why don't we try and put one of those down? And some fusion reactors. Oh, we're doing pretty good for energy right now, so that's good. And it's upped our dilithium, so all good in the hood. So have you met up? I think you do have your battleship now. No, you're on your way, just keep going. Let's do the mask. Should we do the mask? Yeah. And we want the weapons one. Ship fire rate here, army damage, and ship build cost. Yes, please. That's always a good one. Allies entered the war. Who's this? The League of Autonomous Powers. Please don't tell me that's Federation. No. Because they're not red. So, okay, so it's interesting because it looks like it's, it's these 3 here that have declared war on the Breen by the look of it. If you look up here, it says here that these are the aggressors. They've declared war on the Breen. So not only are the Sheliak having a go, but these guys down here are, and we have the Binar around here, you know, and some other ones, just minor systems which are now at war with the Breen as well. So that's interesting, very, very interesting indeed. It definitely is Galaxy at war, wouldn't you say, guys? And I think we're going to have to end that episode there. It's been a pretty decent one, fully action-packed indeed. We've looked at some new ship designs, and it turns out that basically the whole galaxy is starting to become a big, big war zone. So hopefully the Federation can hold off for a little bit longer, because if they get involved as well, it will turn things very, very interesting. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. And if you did, then do give it a big thumbs up for me. And until the next episode, take care and bye-bye for now.
Make it so.